In the bustling city of Nairobi, there lived a 26-year-old woman named Zawadi. She was bright, ambitious, and full of dreams, but life always seemed to work against her. No matter how hard she tried, nothing ever went right. She had lost countless jobs, her business ideas always failed, and even her smallest efforts seemed to end in disaster. Her friends joked that if bad luck were a person, it would look like her. One day, after losing yet another job, Zawadi decided she had had enough. She needed to escape the noise and chaos of the city, even if just for a little while. She boarded a bus to the countryside and wandered into the lush forest near her grandmother's village, hoping to find some peace. As Zawadi strolled through the trees, she heard a faint cry for help. Curious and cautious, she followed the sound until she found a small creature trapped under a fallen branch. It was glowing faintly, with delicate wings and a tiny human-like figure. Zawadi blinked in disbelief. It was a fairy. "Help me," the fairy squeaked, struggling beneath the weight of the branch. Without hesitation, Zawadi knelt and carefully lifted the branch, freeing the little creature. "Thank you," the fairy said, brushing herself off. "My name is Tinkerbell. I don't usually come this far, but I was collecting moonflower petals when this branch fell. If you hadn't come along, I might have been stuck forever." Zawadi stared in awe. "Are you real?" "Of course, I'm real," Tinkerbell replied, "and since you saved me, I owe you a favor. Name it, and it's yours." Zawadi laughed bitterly. "Unless you can fix my life, there's not much you can do for me." Tinkerbell tilted her head. "Fix your life? That's easy. But first, let's have some fun. You look like you could use a bit of mischief." From that moment, Zawadi and Tinkerbell became inseparable. Tinkerbell was as mischievous as she was magical. She convinced Zawadi to prank a group of tourists by leading them in circles around the forest. She showed her how to ride on a gust of wind and even helped her summon a rainbow that dazzled the local villagers. For the first time in years, Zawadi felt alive and free from worry. But Tinkerbell wasn't all about mischief. Beneath the playfulness, she shared wisdom with Zawadi, teaching her how to find opportunities in setbacks, how to laugh at her own mistakes, and how to trust herself. One day, Tinkerbell noticed Zawadi sketching in her notebook. "What's that?" she asked, peering over her shoulder. "Just some ideas for clothes," Zawadi replied shyly. "I've always loved fashion, but I've never been able to make it work." Tinkerbell's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Why not? You're talented. Let's make this happen." With Tinkerbell's encouragement, and a little magical assistance, Zawadi decided to take a leap of faith. She began creating and selling unique, nature-inspired clothing. Tinkerbell used her magic to attract the right customers and whispered ideas to local influencers, who soon started wearing Zawadi's designs. Within months, Zawadi's fashion line became a sensation. Orders poured in, and her confidence grew with each success. She realized that while Tinkerbell's magic had given her a boost, it was her own creativity and determination that made her business thrive. One evening, as they sat by a stream in the forest, Tinkerbell turned to Zawadi with a bittersweet smile. "You don't need me anymore, do you?" Zawadi smiled back. "I'll always need you. You're my friend. But you're right, I can handle life on my own now." Tinkerbell grinned. "Good. Then my work here is done. But don't worry, I'll visit whenever you need a little mischief in your life." With a final sprinkle of fairy dust, Tinkerbell disappeared into the night, leaving Zawadi to continue her journey. From that day on, Zawadi was no longer unlucky. She had found her path, her confidence, and a friend who had shown her that even the most unfortunate person could turn their life around with a little magic and a lot of heart. Zawadi's life became as vibrant as her designs, and she lived happily ever after.